Today we are taking a look at Reisalin Stout from Atelier Ryza. This is the Reisalin Stout figure in the BiCute Bunnies Figure line by FuRyu. Atelier Ryza is an RPG series within the Atelier franchise, centered on alchemy, adventure, and character growth. The story follows Ryza as she steps beyond her familiar everyday life and becomes involved in a larger journey through alchemy and exploration. Within that story, Reisalin Stout is the central character and one of the most recognizable characters from the series. Her energetic personality, curiosity, and sense of growth give her a very distinct presence in the Atelier Ryza series. Today's highlights for this figure are the fishnet tights made with actual thread, the leg band pressing into the thigh, and the pose that brings out the body line very clearly. The first highlight is the fishnet tights. Because the tights use actual thread, the net sits over the legs as a real layer rather than reading as a flat painted pattern. The mesh continues from the thighs down toward the ankles, and the vertical line on the back side follows the flow of the legs clearly. This makes the transition from the black bunny suit into the legs much more noticeable, especially around the thighs and ankles. The second highlight is the thigh area and the leg band. The black band sits over the fishnet tights, with a gold ring and black fastening part placed at the front-facing area. The band creates a visible step between the upper and lower sides of the thigh, making the rounded shape of the leg stand out. Since the mesh remains visible under the band, the leg band reads as an added part layered over the tights, not just a simple surface detail. The third highlight is the pose. One arm is raised behind the head while the other arm drops outward, creating a wide line from the shoulder through the chest and waist. The opened legs, narrowed waist, and fitted bunny suit work together to emphasize the full body silhouette. The eye can move naturally from the head and upper body down through the torso, the thigh band, the fishnet tights, and the heels. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. The head is built around a soft and friendly expression, so the face comes first before the hair adds movement around it. The eyes are large and open, with brown tones and yellow accents layered inside the pupils. The upper eyelid lines run across the top, and the small details under the eyes help the gaze stand out while keeping the expression gentle. The eyebrows sit under the bangs as thin lines above the eyes, close to the center of the face. The mouth forms a small curve, and the short cheek lines brighten the smile. The hair frames the face through several separated layers. The front hair is divided into thin strands that fall across the forehead and continue down near the cheeks, with some pieces overlapping the outer edges of the eyes. Thin gold hair accessories cross over the surface of the bangs, and a gold flower ornament is attached toward the outer area of the head. A narrow gold line passes underneath that ornament and crosses over the front strands, so the hair, line, and flower ornament read as separate parts. From the top of the head toward the back, the hair includes a braided section that contrasts with the straight front strands. Longer hair sections flow downward along the backside, and the back hair separates into multiple ends instead of forming one flat mass. The black bunny ears rise from the top of the head, with gold band-like markings placed diagonally near the tips. The base of the ears overlaps with the upper part of the hair, connecting the ears to the head area while keeping them separate from the gold ornaments. The upper body is arranged around the contrast between bare skin, the white collar, the black necktie, and the black bunny suit. Around the neck, the white collar wraps as a separate part, and the black tie sits over it at the front. A gold round fastener is placed at the center of the tie, creating a small focal point between the neck and chest. From that point, the tie hangs downward toward the center of the chest, while the collar remains separated from the skin and suit. Below the neck, the black bunny suit covers the torso and follows the rounded shape of the chest. The upper edge opens widely against the bare skin, rising along the chest area before dropping toward the center. A vertical recess runs down from the center of the chest, separating the rounded chest area from the slimmer torso below. The front of the body narrows through the middle, and the surface changes from the fuller chest into the controlled shape of the abdomen and waist. The backside keeps the same layered reading. A wide bare area is visible from the shoulders down toward the upper back, while the upper edge of the black bunny suit switches below the shoulder blade area. The white collar wraps around the back of the neck, and the hair falls over part of that area, creating overlap between hair, collar, skin, and suit edge. One arm reaches behind the head, with two bracelets carrying small gold points around the wrist. The other arm drops outward, with a black armband around the upper arm and small gold details on top. Near the back of the waist, the white round tail attaches as a separate part, sitting outward from the black suit. The lower body begins at the high-cut edge of the black bunny suit, where the outfit changes into the fishnet tights across the hips and thighs. The tights continue over the full length of the legs, and the small diamond-shaped openings repeat across the surface. Because the mesh follows the rounded shape underneath, the spacing changes from the thighs through the knees and down toward the ankles. On the backside, a thicker vertical line runs through the center of the tights and continues straight down along the rear side of the legs. The thigh leg band is one of the clearest added parts in the lower body. The black band wraps over the fishnet tights, and a gold ring with a black fastening section overlaps near the front-facing area. The band presses into the thigh and creates a visible step between the upper and lower sides of the leg. Around that band, the rounded surface of the thigh is divided by the straight black strip, while the mesh layer remains visible underneath. This makes the band read as something placed over the tights rather than something drawn onto the leg. The legs are opened forward and backward, giving the lower body a long flowing line. One leg extends from the thigh through the knee and ankle, while the other creates a softer curve from the thigh to the calf. At the feet, the black heels finish the line with rounded toes and narrow heels. The fishnet tights continue toward the inside of the shoe openings, and the black edges of the shoes overlap around the ankles. The high-cut suit edge, tights, thigh band, and heels stay connected as one lower body flow. This figure is approximately 27 centimeters tall. That's about 10.6 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Reisalin Stout by FuRyu stands out because this figure combines a gentle face, layered light brown hair, black bunny ears, a fitted black bunny suit, real thread fishnet tights, and a pose that guides the eye through the whole body. The face leaves a soft first impression, with large eyes, thin eyebrows, short cheek lines, and a small curved smile. The eyes use brown and yellow tones inside the pupils, giving the gaze a clear and bright look. The hair strengthens that presentation through separated front strands, layered side pieces, a braided section toward the back, and gold ornaments placed across the front area. The black bunny ears add height above the head, while the gold markings near the tips give the upper silhouette a stronger accent. The upper body works well because the outfit layout and the pose support each other closely. The white collar wraps around the neck, the black tie hangs at the front, and the gold fastener sits at the center. From there, the eye moves into the fitted black bunny suit, which follows the chest and torso closely before narrowing toward the waist. The raised arm opens the shoulder area, while the lowered arm adds another direction to the pose. The armband, bracelets, and white tail also add small but readable accents around the arms and the back of the waist. The lower body gives the figure much of its appeal. The fishnet tights made with actual thread sit over the legs as a visible layer, and the back vertical line follows the rear side down toward the shoes. The thigh band sits over the tights with the gold ring and black fastening part, making the connection easy to read. The opened legs create a strong contrast in direction, and the black heels complete the line from the waist down to the feet. What makes the figure especially effective is the way all of these elements connect. The eye can move from the face through the necktie and chest, down into the fishnet-covered legs, and then return through the raised arm and bunny ears without feeling stuck. Because of that, fans of Atelier Ryza or Reisalin Stout will likely enjoy this piece very much. Collectors who like bunny-style outfit arrangements, real thread fishnet tights, and poses with a clear body line should find it a very satisfying addition. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.